Good morning, you guys. Well, afternoon at this point. Oh, I forgot my computer. I'll do it in a minute. So, the other camera, the one that had the flip screen, wouldn't work. I turned it on, I hit the record button, and nothing would happen. The counter was still, you have like such and such hours until the memory card is full. Excuse me. I hit it again, and nothing happened. Didn't record, the red button didn't come up, nothing. And so I went ahead and waited a second, and the screen turned green. Well, that's a little odd. Then it wouldn't turn off. It wouldn't do anything. I'm not cleaning up this stuff. And so I popped out the battery, and oh, my mouth. And waited a few seconds to kind of hard reset it. I want fruit. Anyway, so I went ahead and I popped it out, popped it back in. It loaded. It said the company's name. I could see through the screen. I waited about 5 minutes. I could see everything that I was pointing at it. I was like, okay. So I don't know what I'm looking for. So I went ahead and I hit record, and nothing. And then I hit record again, and it started glitching out. Had this weird thing. Hold on, I'll show you guys. Okay, so here's the one we got. Battery. Oops, sorry you guys. Doing this one-handed is interesting. Okay. Oops, got it caught on my watch. I don't know. Yeah, that's how it goes in. I don't know if it'll work okay since I don't have a memory card in it. We'll see. Okay, so you put it in, you flip it open. Okay. You told me for half a second. See? You can see everything. Okay, so it won't do anything because there's no memory card in it, so hold on. Okay, I grabbed one. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead, close it back up, pop it open. Oops, try not to fling that. Memory card, scan disk, nice one. And now all of a sudden, oh, it was me. Never mind. Okay, close it. Open it. It's a blue screen. Sorry you guys couldn't see that. Okay, so everything's working. Why is it never wants to focus? So the timer doesn't change. And there you go. So there's a power button right here. Sorry guys, I don't know why it won't. Press and hold. It will not turn off. So, and it's still green. Let's drop the battery out. So it's off. Everything's off. Give it a few seconds. Pop it back in. Close that. Waiting. Nothing. Says it's not busy anymore. And that's what it does too. So I don't know. Not sure what happened. Haven't even got to use it more than 10 seconds. So I have to ship it back. So we're down a camera. Take my memory card out. And get their battery out, because I don't know about anybody else. I don't like shipping it with the battery in it. So yeah, so I have to ship it back. So we'll be down one camera. I just bought more batteries for this because with us traveling, we can't just stop and recharge it in the middle of, maybe trying to vlog. I am sorry, we're going back to the other one, and I don't know what you're seeing. I just hope we're holding it in the right place. So while we're out, it'll be all of us, so I'll have them, be more hands-on to help vlog and what have you. There we go. So this gets to go back. I wouldn't recommend it because of that problem. And we've noticed that it doesn't adjust to lighting very well. And I say that, I don't know how I look right now, because this one doesn't do so good either. So fingers crossed. Let's just go with that. That we get it back. UPS will pick it up from us tomorrow, and it'll take 2 to 3 days to get there. And I just asked for a gift card. We shop it on Amazon so often, even though we had that last problem. I've gotten 2 shipments. I don't know how they've come in. Is that sad? I've just been preoccupied with other things. So, yeah. My head kind of hurts today. So, today is the last day I have nothing to do. Sunday was supposed to, and then we ended up in the ER. Yeah, that pain was awful. Dental work is definitely something I don't want. I would have a baby with no epidural again over that. Tooth pain is just something I can't handle. And it was, so Anthony asked me what it was like during it, and I couldn't, there was no functionality. There was no brain. I still don't know how to describe it. It hurt. And it wasn't like before. This was far more intense. And the best thing I could chalk it up to would be contractions. For women who know and have been in labor, you feel it coming and you feel it picking up. And then you can feel it when it's starting to come down. And that's exactly what it was doing. I felt like my teeth were being shoved together, pulled apart. I'm not quite sure. It's that situation where my back didn't hurt, my knee didn't hurt. But I also couldn't be still during it. Like, I was either rocking or I was shaking my leg. Just anything besides just it. And it was instant. It was tears. You know how you get stuff stuck between your teeth? It felt like that, but more intense, and it would go up to the roof of my mouth. Okay, I'm back. I had a couple phone calls I had to make and get some stuff situated. Yeah. So, I have to take 4 of the clindamycin a day. I'm down 2 already, and I don't know why I looked at it, because it won't turn on. Unprovoked. So, maybe in a half an hour I'll take another one. And then towards 8 o'clock I'll take another one because I can't lay down. It says don't lay down for like 10 minutes after taking my medication, so. Oh, excuse me. I'm so tired today. The medication just zaps me. And yes, I allowed the ER doctor to give me pain meds, though I've never explained why that's such a big issue with me. But I had someone in my life who would take my pills whenever they seem fit. One of the times I had just had my hysterectomy, and I had the worst, they said, bladder infection, and then I had a tunneling wound in the left side, my 2 left incisions. Then the incisions had cellulitis, and then they had died around the outside, so they had to cut away skin. So I was in a tremendous amount of pain, and Grab Hands was still taking my medication. My face surgery, I had moved Anthony back in, so if I knew this person was coming over, I would hide it. This person was more prevalent in my life and was taking care of me when I had my hysterectomy, so I would hide my pills under my pillow between my mattresses. And I'd have to move slowly enough to where they wouldn't shift because bloodhound hearing anytime I moved them. One time I was like, alright, half my bottle's gone. And I don't like taking them because they give me a high feeling and throwing up. Not so severe, but I feel like I have to throw up all the time. I'm gonna be sick. And if I take a whole pill, I do get sick. So I knew that there was no way at taking half a pill. We even broke a half into a half, just trying to get that pain to go away. Not high, not sick to my stomach. The doctor even went as far as giving me Regulin to kind of counteract the sickness. And so there's half a bottle missing, and it was one of like these really large ones. And so I sat down there and I'm in my bed and I'm counting, and I had already taken a pill, so I was kind of out of it. But I still had the wits about me that I could count 1, 2, 3, and I kept counting them, and then I dump it out, and I was like, there's like 80 pills missing. 80. And the prescription was just a couple of days old. Yes, there was 120 in the pill bottle. And so this person is kneeling and saying, you're too high, you're too out of it to count these. That's why it's not coming up. And so drug addiction was very high in this person. And so they were confiscating pills that didn't belong to them. It wasn't just me. And so I'm sitting there in tears because I know I'm too ill to take care of myself, and I have no other choice. I'm stuck. And so I saw the coming down off of the medication, because they couldn't manage their own medication. Morphine, hydro, oxy, was always searching for it. And though I've never had those inklings, I don't believe we have that in my family history. My mom was on morphine. It was really hard to get her to take it, but it helped her quite a bit. She was still active. She never ran out. If anything, she always had like 1 or 2 extra pills when we needed to refill them. I don't know that anyone has addiction issues on my side of the family, so I wasn't predisposed for it. I'm not a heavy drinker. I don't really overindulge in anything. I feel guilty when I have, and that was, I bought a king size Twix. I had 2, and then I felt guilty. 2 sticks, not 2 packs, but 2 sticks. And I'm in that mindset that even when I'm on a quote unquote diet, I do believe if you are craving something, to have it. If not, you're going to binge. Do I binge eat? No. That's the one contention in our house, is the fact that I don't. I have a Ben and Jerry's. What is it? Half Baked. The cookie dough and brownie. It is my favorite. I have a full sealed carton of it, or pint, whatever it is. Oh, like my cushion's pushing into my shoulder bone, and that hurt. And I have, I think I gave it to my husband, so I would have had almost 2 full ones. 1 full, and I took 4 bites of the other. That's all I wanted. It drives my kids nuts. I'll get Cheetos, Flaming Hot. Not big on the other ones. If I'm gonna have cheese, I like the cheesy poofs. And a bag will last me 6 months. And so it'll go stale before it will do anything. We've gone to as far as I'll crave chips, and I'll put the chips in the freezer because it keeps the fat from like leaking out from them being made, and it preserves your chips to have them in the freezer. Excuse me. Special case cereal. I got a double pack from Costco once. Took me 6 months to eat that, and that was with other people's help. And so one time when, I don't know what it was, so I'm real particular on my cheesecake. I started sous videing. I found a recipe. Go check them out. Sous vide everything. They have a really, really good recipe. If you sous vide, the cheesecake is phenomenal. I like a certain crust. I don't like oatmeal on my crust. I like a certain texture on the cheesecake, because for me, I can't eat yogurt. Like I've said before, texture is a big thing, or I will get sick. And so I recommend that recipe. That is really good. We just pop them in mason jars, and sorry you guys, my medication is starting to make me feel really queasy. And so I had found some at Walmart from in the freezer section. The crust was good. The cheesecake was the right consistency. My husband ate it. This was right before we had gotten married again. I literally, tears running down my face, threw the engagement ring, and said I wasn't going to marry him. Though I find it funny now. I was dead serious at the time. And it's hard for me to find stuff I like. I'm not particularly picky. I am not the type of person who eats out. We used to. But, I've lost over 100 pounds. That is something we don't do often. Every once in a while, if I'm craving it, I'll go. Sometimes I'll crave it and I still won't go and get it. It's no big deal to me. I have to really want it, deep in my soul want fast food to go eat fast food. I don't like pizza. Yeah. And so, I had saved that cheesecake for a point where I would want it. Well, my husband, my kids, they think if you get something, you have to eat it. My husband and our youngest is really bad, and it causes anxiety in me when they do it. They are instant gratification and overindulgence, and it worries me, because our 10-year-old is not a small kid. He's not oh my god, overweight, but the kid has always made his own little line on the charts ever since he was a baby. He was the biggest baby too. But he overindulges really bad. If you get him a bag of chips, and I tell the kids, you get one bag of chips a month, or we'll get the snack pack that has a bunch of chips, the little small ones, more serving control. You get one of those, on the weekends during the day, except for Connor, who, is typically home. He can have one with lunch, but there's only one bag of the snack bags. Oh, I bent my knee, the one that has a cyst, and it's on fire right now. Oh, unbending it helped alleviate some of that. Anyway, so, yeah, it scares me and causes anxiety. Well, Anthony had eaten the cheesecake, and I am not a big, I buy it and I have to eat it that day. I'm not a big, I have to have it every day. And so they feel like I should. And, what really angers me is that it's gotten said, if you leave it for more than 2 days, it's someone else's. And with me, to where that just angers me. I don't think that's fair for anyone. And I shouldn't have to gobble it down if I don't want to. And so that's something we're starting to, well, not starting, but we're really trying to work on with my stuff. I like Tang. I don't know. I grew up, my mom wasn't into it. My other parent was. And, so I've always had a love for it. And so for my birthday, my friend got me this adorable, pour spout jar and a thing of Tang. And my other friend, when I was helping her, we were running around getting stuff for her house. We helped her move. I use the term help because I didn't really help Anne that much. I wish I could have done more, but with my body, I just kind of, yelled at people and kept them on track, or threw stuff over the railing because I was not walking up and down those stairs. They were metal stairs. I would have guaranteed falled. Okay, so we're gonna make up words today. Anne and I were running around, and she bought me this adorable, huge jar. I'm into jars that have the snap lids, and it was short and squatty and huge. I filled it with Tang because I had gone to Safeway, and they were discontinuing, or not discontinuing, 4 of the jars, like the family huge ones, the real tall ones. They were getting rid of them. And so they were like half off. And I was like, yes. I know the kids like them. And so I went ahead and bought all 4. And I had just bought one at Walmart. So I was like, really? I paid $9 for this one. These I'm paying 4. I was like, whatever. It's not a big deal. As soon as I started getting into it, they were getting into it. And then it was gone. And I'm like, no, I've got none. And like, we had 4 bags of Cheetos, Flaming Hot. We had those for months. I got into them because it sounded really good one night. I'll have a snack before bed because my levothyroxine really gives me nasty side effects and makes me feel like I'm starving. My body does that normally. I have to eat as if I'm diabetic, so I have to eat every few hours, even if it's something like 8 chips. I have to have something on my stomach or I get like shaky. I tend to try to pass out more. I fall, I get weak, just really weird symptoms. And so, I'll have like 8 Flaming Hot Cheetos. Those 4 bags were gone within 3 days, and that was not me. I have to, and I hate having food in our room, but I have to hide some of my stuff. I don't mind the kids getting into them as long as they ask. But then they try to eat the whole bag. Lex and Connor aren't as bad as Xander. I had a bag of, I don't know if anyone's tried them, and I recommend them. I think I like them more than the Flaming Hot Cheetos, but they're Flaming Hot no, not the Funyuns. My daughter loves those. Fritos. I love them. So I let one of the kids ask to try them. Here's another pet peeve. Leaving stuff open. So when I went back, I didn't touch the bag for probably 2 weeks. They were stale. I will not eat it. If a soda's flat, if it's stale, I won't. As far as I'm concerned, it's trash. And it's up for grabs. I have, when I'm in a bad mood and I found that, my stuff is ruined, I almost feel like they've done it on purpose, though they may not have. My thumbs are not like me today. It's just, and I feel bad when I feel like that, and I try not to let it get to me. It is money, and cereal is a big one. That's why we have the plastic containers that reseal themselves. But like when I wanted to get into a cereal, Frosted Shredded Mini Wheat, I really, really craved them. Like in my soul craved them. And the kids had to get into them. And then I had none. And it's like they just binge. And God love him, my husband's just as bad. He won't eat all day and then come home and think he needs to make up and eat 3 meals. And I worry. So his tummy is on his sperm donor side. They all have the belly fat, and there's a direct correlation between heart issues and belly fat in men, and so it scares me. When I got pregnant, he got fat with me, or big, however you guys want to put it. Fat is not a derogatory term to me. And so if I say the dreaded D word, then he binges even more. I had made this skillet dish. I think we kind of talked about it. It's the potatoes, the bell peppers, the onions, the poached eggs, bacon, cheese. I don't make it often, but sometimes I do crave it. And I make everything homemade, though I just went and bought hash browns, or they're not hash, oh, okay, some people call them, I just got the frozen potato squares, not the shredded potatoes. That's as far as I go. Typically, we don't eat a lot of Hamburger Helper. I have made my own pasta. I try to get in what we like, but try to recreate it in a healthier manner. Some things you just can't do that with our homemade chicken broccoli Alfredo. There's no way around that. I make my own spaghetti sauce, what have you. But the night I made the potato dish, I gave him plenty for a man, an adult man, even though I call him a man-child. And he went back for seconds. He was like, tell the doctor on me. And it's like every time I try to get him to watch what he eats, he won't. He'll tell me, fine, I won't eat anything unless you hand it to me, and then he won't. And I'm frustrated because I have to annoy this person until I die. He doesn't get to die before me. I get to annoy him until I see fit to check out. And so he's not getting the message that we have to grow old together. He is stuck with me. And so I'm fighting to get him to lose weight. It's a fight. Myself, if you could just inject me with the pregnancy hormone, that did wonders. Because when I got pregnant with Lex, I was 466 pounds. 0.6 actually. I am, as of today, 320. And for the last 3 years, I go from that up 5 pounds. And then I'll go back down. And I've just kind of plateaued. And it's ever since the thyroid issues have come about. I can't lose anymore. I have willingly, and my doctor's pretty good, got on a diet pill. That one gave me the jitters really bad, almost like an anxiety panic attack feeling. And then, TMI, you guys, you might want to skip. But the oily discharge was awful. Never trust a fart. You couldn't trust anything because it was all the time. I didn't eat greasy food, but that's what came out. I didn't have to fart, and I had discharge. And I'm like, yeah, that one's not for me, but it did nothing. I don't gain beyond those 5 pounds, but I don't lose them either. My doctor has ran some tests. I'm malnourished for, a fat girl, but I guess that's quite common. My friend actually, Anne, that I was talking about, she had the same issue. My body thinks I'm starving all the time, so it holds on to everything. I'm not gaining yet, I'm not losing. She ended up having to have the gastric bypass. She has real bad back issues, and so she had to have something give, and that was one of them. But like me, her blood sugars were beautiful. The doctor was like, eat anything you want, come back, let's test your blood sugar. It was just like right there. Mine is never right there. It's always on the lower end. Blood pressure. Sorry, battery was dying, so I had to switch it out, and then I have to find the other one because it's kind of MIA right now. Anyway, I don't, up until the staph and cellulitis, I didn't have any health issues. I was just overweight. That kid is still asleep. So I never had high blood pressure. When I was pregnant, it was just slightly elevated. Nothing concerning. I wouldn't, the only issue, Connor had the cord wrapped around his neck, but starting labor with him and Lex, I would start it, but then I wouldn't get over 3. So it was nothing, out of the ordinary. It happens. People, women can't necessarily always dilate on their own. Xander was a whole nother case. That kid tried to come before we got to the ER, even. And I was like, no, I got this, I can walk. And I was like, no, I can't walk. And so health issues aren't usually my thing. So, I don't know. I'd like to lose more. I swear to God, I could run, jump. I played a whole lot more. I lost this weight and my knees are like, B, please. I don't know what you think you're doing. You're 800. You need to knock that off. My back, and it's because of all of the repeated car accidents, never my fault, I've been in, my back is bad. I have degenerative disc disease, narrowing of the spinal column, which when I had that girly time of month, everything swells. I couldn't walk during it. It would just restrict everything. I lose feeling to my legs. I'm old. I'm like old and moldy. So we'll see. While I'm in here, I should probably find something because I'm starting to feel sick. So while I'm thinking about it, comment below, do you guys ever crave something, but you can't have it? Like, not just like, I don't want to run to the store, can't have it. I crave bananas. And, I'm allergic to them. New development, over the last, I'm gonna set you guys down. I don't think that's tall enough. I feel like I should crouch down, but that hurts my knee. Anyway, I crave them. Like, I want them. Like, Safeway the other day had boxes of not Frosted Flakes, the plain corn flakes. And I was like, oh my God, I could eat these, chop up a banana. And I was like, I can't have bananas. And it's sad when you kind of want to, see how allergic you are to them. They just give me really weird, like my teeth itch, and everything feels dry. So I don't know where we are on the scale. Like, can I take some bennies and then eat them? But I have a friend's daughter. I love that girl to death. Shrimp, any shellfish, and she, talk about a girl who loves sushi. We took her to the place in Portland that has the train, and Anthony, it was so cute. He would grab a plate and it has like 3 or 4 pieces. He'd eat it. I even stopped the waitress a couple of times when we didn't quite know what we had, because it was you paid depending on the color of the plate. And so it was cute. Like, he'd eat one, she'd eat one, then Lex would eat one, and it just kind of, we spent like $80. But it was okay. It was her first experience, and she absolutely loved it, and it was worth it to me. And she's a pretty damn good kid. Oh, sorry. She's an adult now, because she's over 18. I feel like I'm old. Like, way old, because these kids are not kids anymore. Anyway, so, yeah. Do you guys crave stuff you shouldn't have? Or, in my case, can't? Let me know. I came up, Anthony didn't think I needed to take a bath. He thought I needed to just go, my watch got caught on my sleeve. Straight to bed. I did not. have that same mindset. And so I got into the tub, and Anthony decided he was still mad at Lex. And it's because he freaks out every time I'm sick, and I'm like really sick, and anytime the infection roars at its ugly head, he tends to freak out. I know why he freaks out, because we do know that I may not come back from one of these, but I wish he wouldn't act like that, because then it stresses me out. And then it just makes me want to kind of pop him in the nose. I love him, but he freaks out when I get sick. And this one, like I said, it was a different kind of pain. And so it was scary on my end even. Grab the wireless chargers while we're up here also. So they were fighting, and so I was gone, sitting in the tub, using Google to tell them to knock it off and quit fighting. And then Connor got involved, and I was like, oh my god. And I yelled at Connor. I said, knock it off, go. You need to knock it off. Told Anthony he needed to apologize to her because he was freaked out, not pissed off. And Connor went down to apologize to her, and she wasn't having it. And so we're gonna try to go down the stairs. And so it was that. And she wasn't having it. She wasn't accepting it. Oh, you only did it because Mommy said to, and Mommy didn't. He did that of his own accord. I hate stairs. I hate stairs when my knee is bad. Didn't find a box though. I kind of want to wait to get the one because I know there's a shipment coming tomorrow. But at the same time, I don't want to. And because they're probably going to pick it up the same time as they drop it off, because I asked for a pickup on my delivery. Or never mind. Oh, she hid. And there's my wife. So, I look a mess, I know it. So, I don't know when I stopped vlogging earlier, but about 3:30 I was talking to Tina, the one you just saw for half a second. My mouth started to hurt, and then I let her go, thinking maybe not talking would help. No, it was full blown. All 3 kids and I were the only ones home, and I'm trying not to scream and freak them out. Nope, I freaked them out. I feel bad. I tried hot coffee. I tried a hot compress. We tried salt water. Anthony made some, he made some salt with some water yesterday. That, though it didn't hurt, there was so much salt I wanted to throw up. I went and laid in the tub, hence why my hair's wet. He got in, so this is 3:30. I took a pain pill. I took half a pain pill. It did nothing. I'm still almost screaming. I'm hysterical like 4-year-old. You didn't get the candy you wanted snot. And this is real. And it's not always pretty. And I'm tired of being like this. I'm tired of being sick. And I would do childbirth. I would give birth to a baby an hour over tooth pain. And I feel like last time when I went to the dentist, I wasted his time. And now I just don't feel good. And Anthony was doing some research. My cellulitis can go into the bone. So then that freaked Lex out. So I'm gonna send her out with her boyfriend and give her some time to kind of decompress, because she does know how sick I am. I'm tired. It is now 6:30, and it took that long for the attack to ease up. I couldn't sit up. I do feel sick, so I probably need to eat something. And I think Ellie's in the car, because I think I can hear her. So, I'm sorry, you guys, I am not 100% right now. So, I feel like doo-doo. I'm gonna let you guys go for tonight. We'll try it again tomorrow, but I'm getting a tooth pulled, so you may not see me. Alright, bye.